Alright, so this is what I mean, right? A copyright owner using content ID has claimed some materials in your video. As a result, your video has been blocked and can no longer be played on YouTube. This is not a copyright strike. This claim does not affect your account status. Explaining what I am up to today. Copyright content wholly claimed by UMG. Right. Now, see, what they don't understand is you're offering me a product. I'm critiquing that product I'm purchasing. All right. That's fair use. That's fair use of that product. It's like when NBC put up clips of videos. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right. On True TV. Your video might contain copyrighted content. Copyright owners can choose to block YouTube videos that contain their content. If this clip claim is valid, you do not need to take any action to delete your video. How to unblock your video. If something went wrong and the copyright owner or our system made a mistake, we have a dispute process. Please only use it if you're confident you have the rights to use all the content in your video. You can also remove the claimed content using studio editing tools, right? Now, learn more. If you get a content ID claim on your video that you believe is wrong, you can dispute the claim. For instance, if you have all the rights to the content in your video or think the system misidentified your video, you can file a dispute. When you dispute a content ID claim, the copyright owner will be notified and they will have 30 days to respond. If you get a copyright strike, use the process outlined in the copyright strike basics intent instead of the one described in this article. File a dispute. Before your dispute, make sure you understand how fair use and the public domain work. YouTube can't help you decide whether you should dispute a claim if you're not sure what to do. You may want to seek your own legal advice. Disputes are only intended for cases where you have all the necessary rights to content in your video. Repeated or malicious abuse of the disputing process can result in penalties against your video or channel. If you and the claimant above choose to monetize the video will still earn revenue during the dispute. Now that's what I'm claiming. Fair use, UMG, MUMG, right? View options, right. Now, how do they know since I just uploaded Holy this morning, right? As a critique of the performance, right? And which I'm purchasing through my Comcast subscription, right? Too. Because if you're mad with me, Ariana, how do you know me? It's also to see if you know me. I know. You're not supposed to know me any more than I'm supposed to know you, are you? I know. Kind of the whole point. But who contacted you? One of my ex-girlfriends? Is what I mean. Reaction video. And, it's a question. They done blocked me anyway, don't matter. It's creating a new problem. I know he is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, so this is part of the claim that I'm critiquing the video, being that I'm buying a subscription to the live MTV Live where the video is being played, right? And I'm critiquing it under fair use of purchasing the product, right? Which you can't legally deny. Ah. Uh-huh. Now the question is though, okay, how do you even know? How will they even know I did this? Unless, again, someone tells them. And if you tell them, that means they know about me. Do you see the point there? I'm not telling them anything. I'm doing what I was taught was legal copyright law in Georgia, state I live in, that you can use copyrighted materials for such sources as educational purposes, parody, right? I know. Criticism of a video which Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande have up enough videos that I can critique one, or two, or three, or a certain number, and it be legal. No. Because they're the stars putting out the videos. They're the artists, right? Well, as a consumer, I have a right to critique it. UMG, and who knows this? Right. So again, since they blocked the video, I just went ahead and what? Disputed the charge, right? Right. But how many people, right, even go to my videos? It's also in that I'm not trying to make profit on every video either. See. Though I am a church, but I'm also what? A single entity, right? Church, right? Though I'm teaching the same Jesus you preach, I just found out different information about him from the 1st to 3rd centuries that no one's telling you. I know. That's not my fault, is it? That's Constantine's fault. Right. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm asking questions to get to the bottom of all this. Which all started with the wreck involving either Little Roddy or someone down the road, again, where I had my first head trauma. And even though I was going through school normally, might have had some neurological side effects I wasn't aware of that made me act a little unusual after the wreck, including accidentally breaking my sister's leg when I jumped backwards while practicing my ninjutsu outside while watching it, right? Which I told my parents right away. Like a good brother is supposed to, right? If he does something dumb like that. But it is like George Washington, though, chopping down the cherry tree. And asked us by his father, did he do it? I know. You can't lie about something like that, Ariana and Justin. Right? I know. Good example of trying not to lie. Now, if you don't know you're lying, you're still covered by grace, you understand? Right? I ain't condemning you for anything. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Right? You just have broken off worshiping men above a spirit. Which is neither Jew nor Gentile, bond nor female. And even Christ transfigured or transformed, right? See, they were so confused about it, though. They didn't even know what it was. And they thought it was Moses and Elijah. Right? Well, wait a minute. Are they treating that like the Witch of Endor, right? Or was it something different, right? Possibly, right? Now, you can also get the male trinity from it, as well as the female trinity from it. If all three can individually change form, right? Into whatever form they want. And Jesus wasn't recognized immediately after the resurrection, right? That's one way you can explain it, right? You weren't there either. A lot of you crazy Christians act like you were there 2,000 years ago by reading the book about it or watching the movie on TV tonight, right? Wrong. You weren't there. You weren't there when they crucified my Lord. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Alright. You're lying. You're lying if you even say you were. Yeah, no. But a lot of you want to act that way, I know. Like you're a direct teaching from the disciples. Nothing was changed or watered down. Like you're teaching everything they taught. When I've discovered all kind of crazy crap in the Old Testament. That if you were to preach it today, they would think you were insane. Or something. But it's really in there. But it's really in there too. You're just not, reading it. Reading it. And that's not my fault. Exactly, alright. I'm just telling you, alright, what you're doing. No, no. I'm liking my girls on the dating site. No, they're the girls I like. That's it. That's it. I like Aki. Even if I was injured, I wouldn't do nothing. Do nothing. I would still know how to behave. I know. This is Aki. And she wrote me this much. But no real contact yet. But see, I can't lose anything if I explain what I'm doing, whether you buy it or not, right? That's the point. That's the point. Even though Ariana's the star, I would still be more interested in the Asian, the Latino, or the black. Not her, not her. I wouldn't even have a shot with her. See, I'm smarter than you think. But I'm not a bad person either. See, being mentally ill, Ariana, don't immediately make you a sucker just because a girlfriend was confused about sex and marriage and let you pull down her panties and didn't say you couldn't have sex with her, but you did anyway, and then she freaked out on you. Maybe. Or maybe even your shipmate shorter, you don't know, right? Mm-hmm. 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 But see, I'm doing this to note how unfair copyright law is to people who are just trying to critique it and use fair use, right? Right.